Our lesson today is Chapter 7, Lesson 7. And we are talking about now perfect square trinomials. Trinomial means three terms, tri. On Friday, or yesterday, call it yesterday, we did our lesson and the outside-inside terms canceled out. So on this number 1 right here, the 9x and the negative 9x canceled. So I had no middle term. But I had my first term and I had my last term. There's always a subtraction sign in the middle when you have difference of squares. Today on the perfect squares, we're only going to look at the last number. And you'll notice on all of these examples, the last number is a perfect square. So, here we go. In a perfect square, I have to make 25. You're never going to do 25 times 1. It's always going to be what the square root of 25 is. The square root of 25 is 5. So I'm going to do 5 times 5. That's the last. Remember, that's what makes the last. 25. Now, my job is to figure out how am I going to do my signage, plus minus, plus plus, minus minus. What am I going to do to make a negative 10? I need my outside, inside. Outside. Oh, what did I not put that I should put? The x, yeah. I need my outside, inside. 5x, outside, inside, 5x. I need my outside, inside to make a negative 10. How am I going to manipulate these 5s to make it negative 10? Any ideas? If both of them were negative? So that would be x squared minus 5x minus 5x. And you want to make both of them negative, you said. My last would be plus 25. So nothing's going to cancel out. I'm going to combine these 5s. The work that I had to do was, what should my signs be? Plus minus, plus plus, I don't know. So you have to do a little bit of multiplying, outside, inside, and play around with it and figure it out. So I think that you are right. The last ended up making a positive because negative 5 times negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. So good job. The answer that I want you to write, though, is these two parentheses. Every problem, your final answer is going to be 2 parentheses. All right. So tell me now, what makes 16? You may not say 8 times 2. You may not say 16 times 1. Right. What's the perfect square? What's the square root of 16? What number makes 16? 4 and 4. So, how am I going to make, obviously x and x, right? How am I going to make a 4x, outside, inside, and a 4x be a positive 8? If they're both negative, that would be negative 8. Positive 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And it's a positive 16. So do a little check. There's no negative signs in my math problem at all. That means everything's going to be positive. The math problem is positive, and my answers are going to have positive signs in it. Okay? So, all right, the answer is done. X plus 4, x plus 4. Number 4, what makes a 4? Red arrow. What makes 4? 2 times 2. So put those there. X squared comes from xx. Okay? And signage. Ooh, I need to make a negative 4 right here. 2x, 2x. What am I going to do for my signs to make this 2x and this 2x add up to make a negative 4? Both negative. Hey, isn't it interesting that like I haven't had different signs, like a plus minus? I haven't. I have not had a plus minus in any of these math problems. And by the way, when I write the same thing twice, I could do x minus 2 squared. I could write it like that. It just means write it twice. Write it twice. Or multiply it out twice, you know. Okay, 100. What number is the square root of 100? And so put your 10, 10. The signs are going to be the same. Same signs. I'll put that up top. Same sign. Because if they were the opposite sign, I would have no middle term like I did over here. So I have to have the same sign. 10, 10. You just have to decide, is it going to be plus, plus, or is it going to be minus, minus? Okay, let other people help. Minus, minus, you're right. So that's the answer I want, and I'm done. Okay. Easy. So now we're going to this page here where it says 7.7b perfect squares. And we're going to do these examples. Okay. 49. Do you need this like red arrow here? I mean, you just need to know. Ooh, 31 is harder. We'll do all these together. 30. What makes 49? And it has to be the same sign in there. B and B. So do you have them memorized? 7. The square root of 49 is 7. Should I do, remember, same sign, plus plus or minus minus? To make a negative 14, negative 7b, negative 7b. Yeah, that's how I would make a negative 14. Okay, I have a perfect square in 9, and I have a perfect square in 1. So, 9. It's 9x squared. What's my first going to be to make 9x squared? What two numbers make 9? 3x times 3x. Good job. So, that goes in the beginning of the parentheses. What multiplies to make 1? Take the easiest. What multiplies to make 1? 1 and 1. Signs. There's no negative in this math problem at all. There's not going to be a negative in my answer either. Plus, plus. And you could check it. Positive 3x. Positive 3x. Yeah, that makes 6. The 6 right here in the middle. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Ooh, 2 perfect squares on 32. Are any questions so far, guys? So you can only use perfect squares. You can't use 4 times 1. You have to use on number 32, 2 times 2. And then you have to use for 9, 3 times 3. So 4 was made by doing what number? 2r and 2r. Good job. 9 was made by what? 3. So I do my signage last. It's all plus signs here. I'm going to have plus signs in my answer. Plus, plus. You guys think this is easy or hard? Is it harder once I got to 31 and 32? Does that make it more difficult? All right, here's a minus sign. I know the photocopy isn't bad, but this is a subtract, and this is a plus. 25. Okay. 5 times 5, right? N. 5n. 5n. What makes 4? Okay. So this is 10n. Outside, inside. 10n. What makes 10? Or I'm sorry, it has to make 20. I needed to make a negative 20. What signs am I going to put? They have to be the same. Both negatives. So your answer is the 2 parentheses for all these. 36 and 49. And they have to make negative 84. You're like, whoa. Don't worry about the 84. Worry about the 36. What's the square root of 36? 6. 6m. 6m. Okay. 49. Oh, the signs, by the way. Minus, plus. Okay. 49, 7 and 7. So now you're like, whoa, outside, inside. 7 times 6 is 42. 6 times 7 is 42. Okay. 42 and 42. Both positives or both negatives? What do you think? Both negatives. Negative 42 and negative 42 combine to make a negative 84. Yep. Okay, 35 and 36 are easy. Go ahead and do those. If you haven't already. Am I going too slow? I wasn't sure. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. 49 is 7 and 7. 25 is 5 and 5. X minus 7. You already did 25? 5 times 5? It's all plus signs? Okay. So, that's it. That's the hardest part of the lesson. I split it up into 2 days. So right now you're going to do... Did you guys even do this before you left? Yeah. I don't know why I didn't walk around and check it. I do want to talk to you about... You're doing blue. I want to talk... Let's look at L. 900. I'm like, what? What do you think 900 is? Square root of 900. 300 times 300 would be too many zeros. 30. 30. Oh man, I'm already writing it bad. And then it says y squared. 30y. Leave room for that y after the 30. X squared comes from x and x. And then you have to check yourself. How do I make 60? Oh, 30 plus 30. Plus plus. Okay. If you want to do the riddle, you now can because you will have done the whole page. You just have to match the answers with the question. Okay. All right, I can stop the tape.